women's leadership expert, creator of the She Lives the Life She Loves program, and co-creator of the Practitioner Collective. And if you're someone who has an important message that you would like to get out to the world, whether that be via social media, via webinars, or via face-to-face public speaking type engagements, then this message today is for you. I've been contemplating some of the things this week that have, for me and for my clients, have been some of the challenges that they've faced in terms of stepping into their potential to thought lead and to deliver the message that they're here to deliver in the world with confidence and resilience, and from that sort of centered place of feeling very comfortable within yourself and in your flow. And so I wanted to put together a few tips today to sort of help you step into that space, because I know it can be very challenging when we decide that we're going to put out, we're going to start a business, when we're going to step into a position of leadership where we're delivering a message which, in some respects, we know is very much needed and is a part of what the world needs going forward. And some people may well be very excited about that, and it may be received very well, right? And then sometimes the more close to home something is for us and the more revolutionary it is as well, potentially the more triggering it can be as well of some people, and it can polarize them. And then we've got to be able to be in a resilient place and be able to stay in the centered place where we can deal with that challenge, right? But that challenge can push us off into fight flight a little bit and push us into our self-doubt and off center potentially a bit. So what I wanted to do was give 3 tips today that will help with stepping into that feminine power, ability to express your highest potential as you're doing what you're here to do and putting your message out in the workplace. Yeah? So the first one that I wanted to address today is, I guess, around knowing what your clients need and preparation for whatever your offering is that you're putting out there. Very often we have an intuitive sense, or a sense based on our expertise, of what may be required as a part of this particular offering to support our clients, right? But it's also really important to talk to them too, to find out how that matches and fits with their understanding of what they want, what they're struggling with right now, and what they're looking for out of a webinar or a public talk, or out of a post that they want to read online, to help them with their problem. It's good to get their perspective as well, so as you can then design your offering with that in mind, so as you then are coming from this place of absolute certainty that you know for sure, not just intuitively, but also practically, you know that it's what they need, so you can plan it and prepare it accordingly, right? And then once you've done that, then that gives you the, like I said, the internal confidence that you know that this work is needed. There is the soul part of you which already knows that, but then for the sake of your mind and the ego and dealing with its concerns, this helps verify, right? That you can check that box and say, yeah, I know that this is really, really needed. So it's really important that I get over my stuff and get this out there in the world. Does that make sense? And then, of course, the whole, and I can tell you this from my performing arts days, the more that you plan and rehearse and have a go at for what you've prepared, using your structure that you've prepared it with, but then practicing over and over again, delivering that, and then being in your flow to deliver that, so as you have an idea of how it's going to come out, and then you have that knowing, that inner knowing again, that you're prepared and you're confident within that. It just helps for you to feel on stage like, yeah, I'm going to nail this. I know I can nail this. I've done this before, and that helps, right? Number 2 is about the good old self-esteem place, and being aware of and acknowledging and appreciating ongoingly, every day even, those things about us that are our strengths, that are our gifts, that are the things that make us unique, that we're needed for. It's exactly a part of what we're here to be and what we're here to express, are those beautiful things. And again, your soul knows that really well, but again, the mind and the ego can tell yourself all kinds of things, or we can pick up all kinds of things from places that aren't necessarily true, potentially, which challenge that. So it's really good all the time, and especially into the lead up to such things, particularly if you're delivering something new, to keep doing that every day, to keep checking in with and appreciating what makes you awesome. What are your gifts? What are your strengths? What do you have to offer? What makes you awesome and so great and the perfect person to deliver this perfect thing? It's great to stay in close relationship with that and consciously aware of that always, yeah? So that's the second thing. And the third thing I wanted to talk about today, and this sort of relates specifically, I think it's a little bit more relevant for women, particularly because we in particular can really struggle with the fight-flight thing in front of an audience, because we're still getting used to being in this space of being in our authority and being equal on a stage like that with our male peers, in terms of being able to stand there almost like, you know, in some of the warrior movies where you see these warrioress women who work as a team with all the other guys, and any single one of them has the abilities at any given moment to simultaneously step up to the front, as well as to work together to work with the others on the team to be what they're there to be and do exactly what they're there to do, yeah? So I bring this up with respect to the third point, is about doing a process which is tapping into within your body and creating in your body and your energy a sense of the energy which is much like some of the characteristics of the archetype of the warrioress, yeah? Whatever she means to you, to me, sort of, she has some qualities of, you know, she has that confidence of the physical, the confidence and the resilience of that comes with when you have done any form of martial arts or any sparring or anything like that and done that sort of physical thing. There's this certainty and this confidence that comes with being able to meet and match any challenge that comes at you, that comes with that kind of physical mastery and those modalities. And I think also there's the warrior is very heightened in their senses when they're doing their thing, and they're also very in their flow. So they can stay in their center, and the point is for them to kind of learn how to be in their center and then to be in their flow of doing what they have to do in a way, and they build their confidence in their ability to do that and have this faith that they can meet and match any challenge that comes at them in the process of that. And that's very relevant for us as women in terms of getting on a stage, right? And being able to stand there and expect the best and be our best, but also when there is a challenge or somebody challenges what we say, to be able to deal with that in a way that we stay centered and we're confident and we don't immediately freak out and look to be rescued and for someone to, get us out of there, right? So the exercise that I'm thinking today sort of has its roots in a little bit drama therapy, a little bit gestalt therapy, however you want to say it. Transpersonal art therapy meets shamanic meets martial arts, because it's literally about, first and foremost, having a think about who are the female warrior figures that you've seen in history who you really admire. What qualities do they have that would help you to step into that really confident, strong, safe, where you feel safe and invincible when you're on stage, and able to be your beautiful feminine potential, as well as have that kind of more masculine resilience and strength and knowledge that you can meet and match any challenge that comes at you, yeah? And stay centered and get what done needs to be done in the process of doing that. So what qualities do they have that you could find useful in that respect? And when you've considered that, the next time you're doing something like physical activity, whether it is running, whether it is a martial arts sort of class, whether it's at the gym, or whether it's just you being in your lounge room and going about doing what you're doing in your house, what I want you to do the next time you do it is have a go at doing this. Literally imagine, because this is about embodying the qualities of that within your body and fully owning it within your body and creating that energy within your body, right? So I want you to have a go at being that energy in yourself. Close your eyes, picture that figure, And then imagine what it's like to move as them, what it's like to talk as them. How do they hold themselves? How would they, as they do what you're doing throughout the day, how would they react? So you start to play with that, right? And then as you get a bit more experience with that, the thing that you realise is that there is ultimately nothing that we see in the external world that's a positive that isn't really a quality that we already have, right? So if you're seeing these qualities that you admire in these particular mythological figures or TV or movie figures, actually these are qualities that you have. So the final step is to kind of take ownership of that this is you anyway, right? And then allow it to permanently integrate. And then when you start preparing your offerings and delivering your things online or doing your public speaking things, you can start to rely on this energy and this quality within yourself more. And the more you practice, the more it will integrate into your practice as you deliver. So as you are delivering with the confidence of a seasoned leader, with the positive attributes of this beautiful warrioress energy, but also as being you, as exactly who you're here to be. Yeah? Does that make sense? And the beautiful benefit of this as well is it allows you, as you bring forward this more masculine sort of quality of yourself, it actually holds space for more of your feminine to come forward, which means that you're not repressing any of yourself, which means that more of your energy and your highest potential can actually express, which means that you radiate with this beautiful energy of you, which makes you more charismatic and appealing, and more people want to come and do your stuff. As well as the flow on, it has flow on for business, but it has flow on for your personal life as well. So that's beautiful. It doesn't turn you into some warrior dude that's then over masculinized in business and you feel like you've become, another hardened woman in business. It's not like that at all. It actually makes more room for you to be more of your feminine gifts and for you to be safe to bring those forward and stay centered when you talk about them and you deliver them in your practice. Does that make sense? Cool. So I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on all of this and how you go. If you have a go at implementing any of this, I would love to hear how you go. Please let me know. That's it for today, my friends. I'm Nat Ferrier, women's leadership expert, creator of the She Lives the Life She Loves program and co-creator of the Practitioner Collective. And until next we speak, have fun, take care, and thanks for watching. Bye.